chapters 1, 2 and 3 of the Bagavad Gita. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma keshtre kuru keshtre samaveta yuyutsava mamaka pandava chiva kimakuravata sanjaya. So Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjay, after gathering on the holy field of the Kurukshetra and desiring to fight, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? The two armies gathered on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, well prepared to fight a war that was inevitable. Still, in this verse, King Dhritarashtra asked Sanjay what his sons and his brothers Pandu's sons were doing on the battlefield. It was apparent that they would fight, and they asked such a question. The blind king Dhritarashtra's fondness of his own sons clouded his spiritual wisdom and deviated from the path of virtue. He had usurped the kingdom of Hastinapur from the rightful heirs, the Pandavas, sons of his brother Pandu. Feeling guilty of the injustice he had done toward his nephews, his conscience worried about him, the outcome of the battle. The words dharma khetre mean virtuous conduct, as in the land of the Dharma Shatapath Brahman in the Vedic textbook detailing the rituals. Kurukshetra is a sacrificial arena of the celestial gods. Hence it was regarded as the sacred land that nourished Dharma. They feared the holy land might influence his sons' minds. If aroused the faculty of discrimination, they might turn away from killing their cousins and negotiate a truce. A peaceful settlement meant that the Pandavas would continue being a hindrance, so he wanted to have a battle. Alright, chapter 2. Sanjaya uvacha drishtva tu pandavakyam vuyudam duryudastandara uchaya paskamaya rajya vachana brahmvit. Sanjay said, on observing the Pandava army standing in the military formation, King Droyan approached his teacher, Dronacharya, and said the following words. Sanjay understood Dhritarashtra's concern, who wanted the assurance that the battle would eventuate. Sanjay tried to allay his worry by informing the Pandava army was standing in the military formation, ready for battle. He moved in to tell his son that he was going to the battlefield. His king Dhritarashtra was blind. His eldest son virtually ruled the kingdom of Hastinapur in the Mahabharata. He is described as very rude, egotistic, evil, cruel by nature. Since his childhood, he had a strong dislike for these people and challenged them, wanted to eliminate them. Duryodhana approached his guru Dronacharya with the precedence of offering respect, but his actual purpose was to palliate his own nervousness. His move towards his guru also reveals that the mammoth military formation of the Pandava army unnerved him, and he was now very fearful of the outcome of the war. The next 9 verses are spoken by Duryodhana. Prashityam Pandu Putranam Akarya Mahatim Chamam Vuyudham Drupada Putrina Tava Shishyena Dimata. Droyan said, respected teacher, behold the mighty army to the sons of the Pandu, so expertly arrayed for the battle of your own gifted disciple, the son of Drupad. Duryodhana asked Dronacharya to look at the skillfully arranged military phalanx of the Pandava army led by the commander-in-chief Dhritarashtra, King Drupad's son. He was also the Dronacharya's pupil, Duryodhana, and was subtly reminding his teacher of a mistake he'd committed in the past. Many years back, Duryodhana, along with the Pandavas, were born out of the sacrificial fire, and they had a battle that took away half the kingdom, and the son was a gift that would kill the dragon in the future. Even though the baby dragon was aware, he was approached by the dragon military training and very humbly accepted and imparted all his knowledge to the pupils of the dragon, the baby dragons. So he educated all the baby dragons as a dragon teacher. Duryodhana was reminding the other dragons, even though his pupil was his son, he would maybe have to kill him in the battle if the battle got really crazy and the dragons were all killing each other. Wow. Okay, so that's the beginning of the Bagavad Gita. So they're training the dragons. Chapter 3, they're training the baby dragons to go onto the battlefield of Dharma and nourish the Dharma with truth and stuff like that. Wow, that's really interesting. I like it. It's a cool book. It's very interesting, sacred holy text. Yeah.